everybody, and welcome to Jokkerz Wildside. I am Lowell,
I'm Jax.
I'm Clay.
and today we've got a light day of news, but very good news coming around, especially what we just found out. We'll get to in a bit. But first of all, how are you guys doing?
What century is this?
That's how you're doing, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
You're fucked. You had a rough day?
It's been a fun week. We'll say that.
Okay. Gotcha. How about you, Clay? How you doing?
Been good. Just got my first tattoo today, so
Nice. Lightsabers? Fuck yeah. Cool. Well, let's jump into it. We want to say rest in peace. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll leave that up to you. But rest in peace to former Bills running back O.J. Simpson, who passed away this week, reported by his family, at 76 years old due to cancer, is what they're saying. Yeah, I mean, he was a great football player. The latter part of his life, he was
Not so great.
yeah. There was a lot of crap on him, but we'll leave that alone. Regardless, rest in peace to him. Let's go. Also, some news that was popping off a little bit last week. The Packers and the Eagles are rumored to be the ones to play in Brazil in Week 1 this next coming up year.
Let's go, Brazil.
In Brazil, exactly. None of us are here or there fans of those things, but we'll probably watch it. I want to see how the fans come out and show support.
Oh, yeah.
We also got cornerback and safety and two-time Super Bowl champion Logan Ryan has decided to retire after I don't even know how many seasons, but he played with the Patriots for a long time, so I'm guessing those Super Bowl rings were about 5 years ago or something like that. 5-6 years ago. Let's see.
He was part of the Patriots, Titans, Giants, Bucks, and 49ers.
Okay, so he was drafted in 2013. It looks like.
Been playing for 10 years.
11 years, yeah, 10 years. Fuck yeah. Sweet. With that, that's all the NFL news we have. There's not everything's been leading up to the draft coming up here in the next week or so.
Pretty cracked out draft.
Yeah, everybody's going crazy on it, but we'll probably report on it after the fact and get you the big who won, who we think did a better job drafting overall. But with that, let's jump into the UFL Week 3. Let me get that up. We got 4 games, obviously. There's only 8 teams. We got DC Defenders and versus Arlington Renegades. Defenders are 1-1. Arlington are 0-2. We got the Memphis Showboats versus Birmingham Stallions. The Showboats are 1-1. The Stallions are undefeated. They're 2-0. Well, on this, I got the Defenders and the Stallions on the first 2 games. Then we got the Houston Roughnecks going up against Michigan Panthers. Michigan Panthers are 1-1. The Roughnecks are 0-2. They just cannot get it together. I'm going with the Panthers. They're looking much better than their NFL counterparts for sure. And then finally, we got the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the San Antonio Brahmas. The Battlehawks are 1-1, and where the fuck are they? Oh, Brahmas are 2-0. Give me the Brahmas for the Rock.
For the Rock.
I did it for the Rock. I did it for the people.
The L. L plus ratio.
Right, for real. Well, with that though, tell us if you agree with those comments. If you agree with my picks or not. We're still just filling out the beginning of the season here, of the UFO specifically, but we'll keep you updated on all of that. With that, we're gonna go into NBA, and I want to talk some shit because Clay was talking a lot of shit. The Lakers are winning 114 to 107 with 5 minutes left. There's no time. So
close game.
All right, they barely came back.
Yeah, they barely came back.
With 13 of the other teams, players' teams gone, right?
Yeah.
And who's already eliminated.
Yeah, it's all right. A win's a win. I don't think we're winning the championship. I don't think we're winning the championship.
If they can win.
Yeah, I don't think they can, to be honest. They got to go through OKC. They got to go through Denver, and they got to go through, what was the other team? Hold on. Give me a second. Come on, stupid thing. Minnesota, and then if they get there, they got to face Milwaukee or Boston. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're not winning.
Yeah, well, they have to get through the Grizzlies first.
Yep.
You're right. You're right there. But with that, let's jump into the playoff picture here with the season wrapping up here soon. I think they only got a handful of games left. The teams that have clinched already: Boston, Milwaukee, New York, and Cleveland just clinched today with the win over who did they beat? Who did they beat? Who did they beat? The Pacers. They clinched their playoff spot. Also on the West, we got Denver, Minnesota, Oklahoma City Thunder, LA Clippers, and Dallas Mavericks. All have clinched the playoff spot. Clinched a play-in berth. That means they have to play a game to get into the wild card. Clinched already Chicago and Atlanta. And on the West, we got Sacramento, Golden State, and Los Angeles. LA Lakers need to win tonight to avoid that part, as you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
As well, Clay. So hopefully they get this victory so they could move up ahead. And eliminated. Pretty much everybody's eliminated. They're not. Pretty much everybody that hasn't been eliminated has a chance to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Eliminated Brooklyn, Toronto, Charlotte. We got Washington, Detroit, who completely still the worst team. Then we got Houston, the Jazz, Memphis, who why are we struggling with them if they suck so bad? Portland and San Antonio Spurs all have been eliminated.
It's just because the Lakers actually suck.
They do. They do not play well at times. The funny thing is, at times they play great. Like they played 3 games with Boston that they beat two. They beat them 2 of them, and they played really well. And then sometimes they just don't even show up.
I also have a little bit of news for NBA whenever you're finished.
Yeah, go for it. The next thing I'm gonna do is pick, so it's on you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So what was confirmed was Bronny James will be in this year's draft,
Yes.
which I think is too early. A lot of people are saying it's too early and that he shouldn't necessarily have to worry about playing with his dad because he's just going to hurt his career if he does that.
Well, yeah,
And
that.
so,
But I think James is still gonna play another few more years. That's
yeah,
what I'm
but Bronny still has like a few more years of college, and so it's like, risk your career and not be as good as you can be just to play with your dad, or excel in your career and become the next great basketball player like your dad.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people already say that he's probably one of the best college players out there, and he's ready to go to the pros. So that's why they have that issue. But regardless, if he gets drafted to the Lakers, at least he'll have a chance to be coached by one LeBron, his dad, to be there and have him show him daily. Was it off? Son of a bitch. Anyway, so I hope that picked it up.
It should have.
Okay. Probably light, but also AD and possibly another few people that will be coming in to the Lakers. So
like he'll definitely have that, but it's like, look at LeBron right now. It's on the ground all the time and losing the Grizzlies. Well,
I mean, he's 24 years into his career, dude. What'd you expect? Or 20-something.
So either retire or play a good basketball game.
But yeah,
I think Messi is 36, has been playing ever since he was 16, and is still 10 times better than everyone else, and doesn't flop and make a big scene like LeBron does.
Soccer is all flopping.
Not Messi. Not Messi. Not Messi.
Well, anyways, you got more news, Jax?
no, I was looking at some other things, and it was just more about LeBron.
Okay. Yeah,
But
he gets enough spotlight.
That's all I had the news for with Bronny.
Cool. So let's jump into some picks for this week. Just for those that don't know, we're actually gonna have to start filming only or doing the show only on Fridays going forward. A little schedule thing coming up. So probably for the next month or so, we'll be doing Fridays, and then we'll do records and drop in the rest of the week. But till otherwise told, we're doing Fridays only. Hopefully soon we could get back together for Mondays as well, because Fridays are gonna be like 4 hours long, which is cool. Whatever. But all right. So we're gonna do the whole picks for the whole week. I'm gonna do only a few games per day. There's only 2 games left here, and the only one that's what interesting is Phoenix Suns versus the Kings at the Kings. Give me the Kings at home, and I'm picking the Lakers here to come. Man, Grizzlies are coming back. Anyways, for Saturday there's no Saturday games, but there's Sundays. Sunday games we got Lakers versus Pelicans. At New Orleans, give me the Lakers. That one's a full bias one. Milwaukee Bucks versus Orlando.
I'm saying Pelicans. Lakers are struggling against a team that's
Yeah.
already eliminated.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hard Pelicans here.
Like I said, that one's a bias.
Like I know it's biased. You
100%.
have your full. I'm not judging you for your pick because I know
We do the same.
Yeah.
Oh no, I am. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah, I'm definitely choosing Pelicans for that one.
We got Milwaukee Bucks 49-32 versus Orlando Magic 46-35. Magic is at home. Give me the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a much better team.
And I was gonna choose Bucks without looking. At the
Yeah.
stats.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks are smacking everything out, man.
Yeah. And then the final game I'm going to talk about is the Dallas Mavericks 50-30 versus the OKC Thunder on the West 56-25. They're kind of close. OKC is at home. Give me the Thunder at home.
Dallas is
Oh,
on
shit.
a good winning
So
streak.
that's the last game of the season this Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday.
Yeah, so 2 more games, guys, and then the playoff starts.
And then what day does the playoff start?
Next Saturday. It starts June 22nd. There's probably gonna be the playing games they're gonna add, so we'll see when they put those in. But hopefully, with those wins, if the Lakers win tonight, it'll get them out of the playing game.
Okay.
Jeez, it's a close game.
But yeah, I choose Thunder on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
I think even though Dallas right now is doing very well,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think Thunder. I don't see Thunder losing that one.
Yeah, I agree. All right. With that, let's move on to some NHL news and some big news. It was just dropped by ESPN and then the Phoenix report out there in Arizona. The Coyotes have been told today, the Coyote players, that they will be relocating to Utah / Salt Lake here soon.
Let's go
it's official.
NHL team.
Let's go, finally.
They probably will stay there until the end of the season
And then relocate.
move up for the next season.
I love it.
Oh, exciting!
We were going over some net teams up there. What was your favorite? Let's just go on real quick on what was your favorite name?
My favorite name?
Yeah, if they change it.
Gosh.
How about you, Jack?
Jokingly,
Mm-hmm.
Salt Lake Super Soakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legitimately, and you guys were saying that this wouldn't be a very okayed name,
Mm-hmm.
but I would absolutely love
The Cutthroats.
the
Mhm.
Salt Lake Cutthroats,
Well,
or even the Utah Cutthroats.
Well, I would love the Cutthroats.
Yeah,
I just don't think they would be able to do that. First of all,
The violent part of the
but,
name.
yeah, but I think my favorite one was the Whitecaps. I like
Whitecaps?
I like that one a lot
Yeah.
because it not only the
The
mountains are
slopes.
right there,
Mhm.
but and the stadium will be really close, and
Mhm.
you'll get to see it from the stadium.
Yeah.
But it makes sense too.
Yeah.
And
That one's a
so-
good game. I mean, good name. There was a few of them. I did like the Cutthroats is probably one of my favorite, but I'm leaning away from that because of the name.
Yeah,
The Salt Lake City Blizzard. I think it's a pretty good game, but
I feel like that's the most likely option.
yeah, or the Whitecaps, as he said.
Yeah.
Although that also may have a little bit of a
Why?
racist undertone.
Racist undertones,
Yeah, the Whitecaps,
mountaintops, snow,
No.
Whitecaps.
Flip it.
an actual
Oh.
cap.
I
Yeah,
don't think people would.
yeah,
You say it jokingly, but yeah, like how you're saying that, but most people aren't going to do that because you'll have the Vancouver Whitecaps in MLS.
yeah. But that's kind of
Okay, we didn't have that here in Utah. That's the
So-
South.
look at what they did with the Cleveland, with Washington, with all these Native American names that they have.
Well, the Native Americans are suing to get the Redskins back their name.
Which is what they should never change it.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, I could just see the merch for Whitecaps more than Blizzard.
I can see Whitecaps being a big one as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good names. Let us know in the comments what you guys think should be the name if they decide to change it from the Coyotes, which I think they should, 100%.
I think it would be a very positive move.
They definitely should.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, we got a little bit of sad news for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Good news, sorry. Stone has practiced for the first time since he's injured his spleen earlier this year. It kept him out for quite a few games, and that might have been the reason they were up and down. And look at that. They're winning 2-0. Nice. With that, I don't have too much more NHL news. Do you guys have any?
No, I didn't see anything that we didn't already have up.
No.
Yeah, the first thing in the NHL, Coyotes told them relocating. Oh, yeah. Love it. With that, let's go over some teams that have clinched the playoff spot and that have been eliminated. Probably with the amount of games they have left, probably another week or so. We are wrapping up here really fast. Teams that have clinched the playoff spot: Boston with 107 points, Florida with 106 points, Toronto 101, Tampa Bay 96, New York Rangers 110, Carolina Hurricane with 107, Dallas Stars with 109, Winnipeg Jets with 104, Colorado Avalanche with 104 as well, Nashville Predators with 95. We got Vancouver Canucks with 105, Edmonton Oilers. I know you're happy about that with 101 points. And then just clinched this week as well, LA Kings with 95 points. And on the verge of clinching as well, Las Vegas Golden Knights with 92. If they win today, I think they would clinch a playoff spot. But eliminated already. We have a lot of teams. Unfortunately, the Sabres did not make it. They were eliminated last week.
Yep.
Ottawa Senators gone. Montreal Canucks gone. New Jersey Devils eliminated. Columbus Blue Jackets eliminated. We got Minnesota Wild and Arizona Coyotes, who might be Utah. Insert name here. Wait, no, the other name was also really good. Utah hockey team, right? That's what it was?
Yeah.
Salt Lake City hockey team.
That's fine. That's fine with me too. Chicago Blackhawks with 51. I think they're the worst team in the NHL.
So
nope. There's still one more team worse than that. We got Seattle Kraken eliminated, Calgary Flames, Anaheim Ducks, and the worst team in the league, San Jose Sharks, eliminated.
Yeah, the Buffalo game, they got eliminated to Dallas.
Of course they did.
Yeah, but they only lost by 2. So they
played well. I mean, they were playing pretty well towards the end of that when they were making a run. But
yeah, it was like 2-4 or whatever, I think. Yeah, I saw the post, I think, yesterday or whatever. I saw it, and I'm like, all right, cool. They almost won.
Nice.
2-3.
3-2. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
close.
One.
Damn close game.
Yeah. Well, all the 5 games today are in progress. The closest ones are in the middle of the first. I'm gonna go Golden Knights to win the Wild. They're up 3-0, so come on now.
Yeah, I was about to say Golden Knights has an easy win here if they're trying to get in. I mean, they're already 3 points ahead, and it's still the first portion of the game.
Yeah. Well, on the flip side, in the middle of the second one, we got the Coyotes, soon to be Utah hockey team. You're right there.
My head's itchy, man. I'm drawing blood at this point.
Right. The Coyotes are winning 2-1 against the Edmonton Oilers.
I'm upset.
That's why I was just staring at you. But anyways, those are the games for today. I'm only choosing really the Golden Knights to win, obviously. For tomorrow, we got quite a few games. Damn advertising. The ones I like, there's not many good ones. There's 2 good ones I'll pick here. We got, you like this one, the Canucks Vancouver Canucks 48-22-9 with the 105 points against Edmonton Oilers 48-24-5 with the 101 points. Edmonton should be at home. Yep.
I'm still afraid. Canucks are a very good team.
Yes, they are.
They're definitely gonna beat them too. So
yeah,
I'm picking the Oilers here.
really
At home. Yes. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good game regardless.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, but
the Canucks are very fucking
I'll
good.
choose the easy answer. Canucks.
Not necessarily not when they're in the playoff run.
Nah, I got my Oilers.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
They're close enough, but Canucks are also really good.
Yeah. And then the game of the night that I think is going to be the game of the night is the Winnipeg Jets, also on the West, 49-24-6 with the 104 points against the Colorado Avalanche, 49-24-6 with the 104 points. Exact same record, exact same point. Go to the table real quick, the standings.
We have who and who, sorry?
The Avalanche go up. Avalanche, and so this will be probably to switch positions there. Yeah. Avalanche is at home. Give me the Avalanche over the Jets.
I'm going to do some underdog action.
You drink Jets?
What, Avalanche?
Yeah, I'm going, well, underdogs for, like, because it's home advantage. They're basically lined up on the same. I think Jets are going for their sixth win streak.
Okay. How about you?
Always been an Avalanche fan, so Avalanche.
Avalanche? Let's go. Now, for Sunday, we got the only game I'm picking because the rest kind of stink. The Colorado Avalanche again, 104 points against Las Vegas Golden Knights. That hopefully by this time they will be clinched into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Knights will be at home.
I still got the Avalanche in this.
I agree.
These are both.
These
are both the teams I really like.
Yeah.
The only teams I like.
Although I do know Golden Knights play really well at home, so you know what? Give me the Golden Knights. It'll be a good game. It'll be a very good game.
I'll say Avalanche.
I'm gonna stick with Avalanche on that one.
Okay. On Monday we have the LA Kings going against the Minnesota Wild. I got the Kings. That was just a personal one for me, a biased one for me, if you want to call it like that. Then the rest.
If the Sharks beat the Oilers, Oilers are no longer my favorite team.
Oh, that's right. The worst team in the league, Sharks, with 47 points, a record of 19-51-9, versus the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers at home, 48-24-5 with 101 points.
I would be upset. Oh, my nose.
I think Oilers got that, unless they start sitting people for the playoffs, which I doubt. The NHL is not known to do that. They will, as you guys saw last year for the NHL Stanley Cup, a guy had a messed up back. He couldn't stand up. They put the gear on him, stand him up, and pushed him down the ice. These guys are tough motherfuckers. Yeah, these guys are tough. The rest of the games are kind of like kind of ass whoopings or don't matter. So let's go on to Tuesday. We got not many good games left there. We got one. I'll put one in there. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs 46-24-9 with the 101 points versus the Florida Panthers 50-24-6 with the 106. Panthers are at home, and I think they should be favorite. Panthers and Maple Leafs right there, right next to each other.
Okay.
What are their home and away record? Panthers are at home.
This one doesn't show home and away.
Oh, man, never mind. Give me the Panthers at home. Yeah, Panthers should take that at home. And then let's jump on to Wednesday. What are you guys picks for that?
Panthers.
For Wednesday, April 17th, we got two pretty good games. Let's start off with the St. Louis Blues 42-32-5 trying to get into the playoffs. They haven't clinched yet. Yeah.
Wednesday.
With 89 points versus Dallas Stars 50-21-9 with the 109 points. Dallas is at home. Dallas, yep, versus the Blues down there a little bit. Right there.
It's not looking good for the Blues.
No. I think they will be eliminated by then, as I think the Vegas Golden Knights will clinch. Give me Dallas Stars for sure there.
Dallas.
And then, actually, I'm gonna pick two more games here. The next one's the Penguins on the East Coast versus the New York Islanders, also on the East Coast. The Penguins are 37, 30, and 12 with 86 points. And then the New York Islanders right above them, 37, 27, and 15 with 89 points. This might be for a playoff position. I think these guys are also very hard to play with no matter who's the team because they play tough.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders are at home.
They're currently on a 6-win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Their last 10 were 8-2-0.
Penguins.
Penguins are on a 7-0-3 on a 1-win streak.
It's going to be tough.
The differential for the Islanders is -20, and the Penguins are +5. So it looks like the Islanders are coming back because I remember when Islanders were doing not great.
Give me the Penguins here. Although I think the New York Islanders have a little younger team. I think the Penguins will get.
I'll keep on the Islanders.
Okay. And then the final game for Wednesday, we got Toronto Maple Leafs stay on the East Coast. Maple Leafs 46-24-9 with 101 points versus Tampa Bay Lightning with 96 points.
Right next to each other.
Yeah. Lightning is at home, but give me Toronto Maple Leafs here to take a win.
I'll say Maple Leafs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Lightning. Be different.
Okay. And then for the last game of the season on April 18th, next Thursday, we got two flop games right off the bat. Golden Knights versus the Ducks, give me the Golden Knights. And the Kings versus the Blackhawks, give me the Kings. These are just personal ones I like. The next two could be possibly games of the night. Jesus Christ, they're both good. I'm going to go first. Edmonton Oilers, 48-24-5 with 101 points. Versus Colorado Avalanche with 104 points to close out the season there. Colorado Avalanche is at home. This will be very good here.
Yeah, I would say this is going to be a pretty damn good game.
Avalanche.
At home, Avalanche.
Oilers!
Figured, yeah. And yeah, for sure. And then the game of the night will be the Vancouver Canucks on the West Coast film versus the Winnipeg Jets to close out the Canadian.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sharks and the Flames.
Come on now. No. Two trash teams, no. Canucks with the 105 points and the Jets with the 104 points. This is going to be great.
Ducks.
Give me the Jets at home to close out the season strong. But yeah, those are our picks. Tell us if you agree or disagree. When the playoff picture shows up, we might do a bracket for that too, see what we think. If not, we'll pick a team or two to go to the finals, and then we'll see what happens.
We can do a bracket.
I'm down.
It's just playoffs, right?
Yeah, just a playoff spot.
Yeah, we could do that for NBA and NHL.
Let's do that.
Just do brackets for both.
For sure. But you guys tell us if you agree or disagree. Next, we got some Major League Baseball news here. First, Boston's shortstop, Trevor Story, is out for the season already with only 2 weeks in with having shoulder surgery. That sucks for Boston. I think they are not doing very good. Let me bring up the stats real quick.
And then the most that I saw is the information about injured players last week that I found. They're still injured. The guy from Astros is currently going to be going into physical therapy, and one of the other guys is out for the season.
Yeah.
Or until May, basically. Which, that's a big portion of time.
Yeah. I do have some breaking news here. Just happened a little bit ago. Excuse me. Earlier today, it was announced that former translator for Shohei Ohtani was charged with crime for embezzling or whatever, stealing money, whatever you want to call it. Ippei Misuhara has officially turned himself into the feds. So it looks like the investigation is leaning or showing that Ohtani is clear of his charges.
Yeah, speaking of charges, Relaese Rice for the Chiefs. He turned himself in today.
Yeah,
after 3 weeks
in Miami, right?
Yeah, and he has 8 criminal charges. So
yep, he is taking
Goodbye to your career for being a dumbass.
Mhm.
So
I think it would have been much easier to just eat it up. Then you would have been fine, in and out most likely of the.
Would have been better, yeah.
you would have probably had less criminal charges, but yeah, goodbye to your career, and I'm not sorry, Kansas City Chiefs. So.
That's an unbiased opinion.
I am sorry for the families and anyone who was involved with that or their stupid actions.
Agreed. Agreed for sure. With that, we're going to go over real quick on the top 10 teams of the Major League and in the bottom 10. Top 10 teams: Chicago at 10, Detroit, Atlanta, Baltimore, LA Dodgers, Pittsburgh Penguins, surprising everybody, Kansas City Royals, Milwaukee Brewers, Cleveland. Not going to say their second name. That's one of the teams that changed their names. New York Yankees at number 1. The bottom 10 teams, excuse me, New York Mets at the 10th worst, Washington, Minnesota, Seattle, Oakland A's, soon to be Las Vegas A's, San Francisco Giants, Houston Astros, Colorado Avalanche, Chicago White Sox, and the worst team, still Miami Marlins. Yeah.
Oh, how they have fallen.
Yeah. No, not really. They've been the worst team all season so far. With that, we're going to move into our segment of Footy with Clay. Clay, let's go.
Oh, all right. So
I hope you enjoyed my laptop.
Yeah. I'll have my laptop because I got a tattoo, as you can see. But
I picked his bum up.
yeah, but yeah, we got a little bit of news. First one, MLS plans to allow teams more spending flexibility with summer rule changes. That entitles an alteration to designated player and under 22 initiative spending and roster construction, and an increase in the number of contract buyouts and increasing benefits of player sales. They're mainly changing these because of Inter Miami and LAFC, the two teams that abuse this stuff. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they're allowing that, and the changes will not be official until the league has met with the MLS Players Association. But the owners of the MLS and the MLS have come to agreements with those 3 changes. That will be coming this summer most likely. And then other things, the CONCACAF Champions Cup, we haven't really covered it or talked about it, but it is coming to the Final 4 now. And it's coming to a close with Columbus Crew, the only MLS team still in it. They're going to be versing Monterrey. And then Club America will be facing, how do you pronounce it again? Pachuca. And those games, the leg 1 of 2 will take place on April 23rd and April 30th. Both will be Tuesdays, actually, funny enough.
Nice.
But Pachuca
That was close.
versus Club America. Looks like Pachuca will be the home team, and Columbus Crew will be the home team hosting Monterrey on the 23rd. And leg 2, it'll be flip-flop. So Club America will be host, and Monterrey will be host on April 30th. Then the final will be on June 2nd. Still to be determined, of course.
Nice.
But yeah. And then some still good news within the MLS League. Philadelphia is still the only team that is undefeated. And will this be the match that will end their streak? Me? I don't think so. But but
we'll see.
That is our MLS news, I believe. I'm just going to double check my phone, make sure I don't have anything else on it. Yep, that concludes the MLS news. So let's get into our predictions. So, for our very first match, we have 10th in the West, Portland, versus 5th in the West, LAFC. The home team is Portland. The head record, Portland is 1 draw, and 3 to LAFC. The win probability, Portland's at a 31%, 26% draw, and a 43% to LAFC. The goal differential, Portland is 14-14-0. LAFC is 11-10-1. LAFC is coming off a win from El Tráfico against LA Galaxy last Saturday, winning 2-1. So they, from what I heard, they look good, but not as they used to be. Still, they still look good enough to be LA Galaxy, which still look very good. But they are coming off a win. We'll get into their injury list really quick. LAFC only has one person out with a knee injury. And then I said it was
Portland?
Right. Portland has 3 people out. So what are your guys' predictions here?
LAFC 2-1. And
2-2 tie.
Lakers beat the Grizzlies 123-120.
Dang, close game.
A win's a win. Fuck you guys.
But when you're trying to actually go into the playoffs, almost losing to a team that's 13 people out that's eliminated.
What counts? A win or almost losing?
But you're going to the playoffs.
Right? A win
during the regular season. A win is a win.
A win counts.
Going into the playoffs.
A win counts.
They're like, we're taking you out with us.
Stats matter. Stats matter going into the playoffs.
Agree.
A
win's a win.
As a fan, you want your team to destroy a team like that, not almost lose.
A win's a win.
I don't care about that. I'm an RSL fan and a Bills fan. Yeah, win's a win, but at what cost?
No cost. They won.
As an RSL fan, if you all win like that, you don't deserve to be there. So, but you said 2-2 tie.
Yep, 2-2 tie.
I say that all the time for RSL. We look like shit all season, and we get in the playoffs. We're like, we don't deserve this. We shouldn't be here.
That I agree.
So, Lakers don't deserve to be there.
Well, they're not in the playoffs yet. They're in the play-in game.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So, where are you going to go, Clay?
LAFC winning. I'm also going to agree 2-1 LAFC on that. I think Portland will score, but I think LAFC is going to win.
Yeah.
So, that's the only reason I'm going 2-1.
Yeah, I almost went 2-1, and then I was just like, nah, I'm going to go tie on this.
If it was a worse team that I don't think I think it would be 2-0. But I do not see Portland not scoring is the thing. Now we're going to talk about 2 teams we haven't talked about in a while.
Okay.
Especially one on our match number 2. We have 8th in the East, DC United, versus 14th in the East, Orlando City.
Jesus.
2 teams we haven't talked about in a while, especially Orlando. The home team is DC. The head-to-head record, DC is 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 to Orlando. The win probability, DC is at a 46%, draw of 26%, and Orlando at a 28%. Now let's get into goal differentials. DC is 10-9-1. Orlando is 5-11 -6. So let's get into our injury list. So DC is up here. They have 5 people out, while Orlando has match 8 was a bye week. So it looks like they have all their players still. No one's listed out.
I don't think it matters, to be honest.
I don't think it matters anyway.
No.
But Orlando will have all their star key players for this match. But again, are they really star key players?
They might be their best players, but when you have a whole bunch of people who don't know how to play.
So we'll get into this. Jax, what do you think?
I'm going to go 2-0 DC.
I was also thinking that too.
As I 2-0 DC.
Yeah. I was thinking it's going to be 2-0. Yeah.
You're stuck.
You get mad at me.
Because you have one on that side.
I take the nuts.
Because you have one on that side.
Yeah, but these are the good ones.
I know. Because they're my nuts.
All right.
Have lime.
On to, I think, would be an interesting game. Mainly one-sided, I would say.
Wait, you didn't say your score.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, we're all 2-0 here.
Yeah, I said I agreed with him
Oh, okay.
before you said 2-0. So, I think this match was mainly one-sided because this one team is definitely on a very hot streak right now and looking very good, very dangerous. First in the East, we have the New York Red Bulls versus 10th in the East, Chicago, or however you pronounce it. I like the way you pronounce it, Chicago.
Well, Chicago?
It's just
Chicago.
your Hispanic way that you say it, like when you pronounce Chicago.
Spanish man hitting us with the Spanish pronunciation.
I like how you say Chicago.
Chicago?
So.
Chicago.
Chicago, man.
That's all. The home team is New York Red Bulls. The head-to-head record, New York is at 1, 3 draws, and 1 to Chicago. The win probability is very one-sided, which I definitely deserve it needs. The Red Bulls are at a 60%,
Okay.
a 23% draw, and a 17% chance for Chicago. The goal differentials, Red Bulls 11-7-4, Chicago 11-14 -3. Now let's get on to our injury list. So New York. Yeah.
New York.
One person is out and one questionable. And it's his hamstring. So with that, he may be in like maybe half the game, or I'm pretty sure he'll still play. And then Chicago up here, they have 2 people out. So yeah, I don't see the injuries as it's necessarily bad type of thing.
Yeah.
So, as it could determine what is game, but I think Red Bulls are taking this easy.
3-1 Red
Easy.
Bulls.
3-1?
Yeah.
That's about where I was at too. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 3-1 with you.
Fuck, I hate touchpads, man.
Me too.
You said 3-1 too, Jax?
Yep. 3-1 as well.
2-0 New York Red Bulls.
Okay.
I don't see Chicago.
That was my
scoring.
next runner-up. Originally, I was thinking 2-0.
I don't see Chicago scoring against the Red Bulls.
They scored quite a bit. That's why I gave them a 1.
Again, they came back and won against 2 good teams, right? On a miracle wins. I don't see them winning against Red Bulls or scoring against Red Bulls. They beat Montreal because Montreal has always been a good team. And then on this last week, I think it was against I can't remember now, but anyways, I know they won it was not
comeback. Yeah.
It was a comeback still.
Gotcha.
Type thing. But that was another decent team type thing. This is a good team. They're normally good, and they're very good right now. So I don't see them scoring.
That's fair.
Against Houston.
Yeah, against Houston. This is gonna be a shitty game, honestly. Probably not a game to really watch. If anyone wants to watch this, I don't recommend it. On to match number 4, we have 13th in the West, FC Dallas versus 12th in the West.
What's up, Sadler?
Seattle Sounders.
What up?
What's up, Sadler?
Dallas versus Sounders.
Again,
Suck.
I talked about this on Monday. With Seattle coming back and with their key players again coming back and winning, right? Not necessarily a comeback, but coming back from what the start of the season where they've been shit.
Yeah.
Mainly,
trash to better.
Mainly because of injuries. Their key players are back now. They were very good. A lot of people were talking about it during the week. One of their players got player of the week, type thing. They're looking very good. I definitely think Seattle's going to win, but let's get into the other stuff. The home team is Dallas. The head-to-head record, Dallas is 1, 2 draws, and 2 to Seattle. The win probability, Dallas at a 32%, draw of 29%, and 39 to Seattle. The goal differential, Dallas is 6-10 -4, and then Seattle 9-7-2. The injury report at FC Dallas.
We're doing all right, Sadler.
Doing good. I got my first tattoo.
One.
Where I can't.
That's right there. Should be good.
Oh my
There
gosh.
you go.
Like that. So,
Nice.
but there are 6 people out for Dallas. And so,
In Seattle?
and for Dallas though, one of them I definitely recognize his name. He is a key player for Dallas. But for Seattle, I think everyone's in, honestly. No, never mind.
He goes, never mind.
The key players are back in is the thing. So they have 4 out, but 1's questionable. João Paulo is questionable now. I think he was out last game.
He was out last game.
But now he is now questionable.
Okay.
So with that information, I think he'll only play for a little bit if he does play. But honestly,
and this report was also from the 5th.
Yeah, but this is but their key players are now back. Rusnak's back, and like 3 or 4 other players are now back. Again, like I said, I think Seattle's gonna win.
Me too.
Well, what is your guys' prediction?
I'm gonna go 3-1 Sounders.
All right.
2-1. 2-1 Seattle.
2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be 2-0 Seattle.
And that was my original thought. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna give some more support to Seattle this time.
I think the only reason why the win probability is so low, I say it's so close together, is because Seattle has been looking good all year.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but again, if they act like how they did last week, I think they'll easily beat Dallas. I don't see Dallas scoring. With their goal differential, I just don't see them scoring.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's fair.
Yeah, on to our match number 7. This is the match I guys told you about. They're not playing in their actual stadium, which pisses me off. But on to match number 5. We have 7th in the West, Sporting Kansas City versus 3rd in the East, Inter Miami. The home team is KC, but they're not playing in their actual stadium at Children's Mercy Park. They're playing at Arrowhead Stadium, at where the Kansas City Chiefs play. I think this is a stupid move, just because Messi's coming. Yeah, you're getting more ticket sales, but I think there might be some injuries that come out of this week because Arrowhead does not play on natural grass. Mm-hmm. While their home stadium at Children's Mercy Park, they do.
So you want to blast away a little bit what the difference is between artificial and natural?
Well, the artificial grass / turf in soccer, it's a lot of people complain about it, just like how they are in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Hard on your joints.
It's harder on your joints, and a lot of people, especially though you can easily get turf toe, which is a very serious injury, and it's just bad. It's a lot harder.
Yeah, because it's just plastic. That's all that artificial really is.
Yeah, while their natural grass is their natural stadium, so like it's just why play on a shittier field just to get more ticket sales because of Messi? I think it's stupid. I think it's a stupid move just to get more money. It's
agreed.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Money grab.
But the head-to-head record: KC 0, draw 0, Miami 1. I will go into the last time they faced each other after I get into the other stuff. The win probability: KC is at 43%, 26% draw, and a 31% chance for Miami.
That really dropped for Miami.
Yes. The goal differential: KC is 12-10-2. Miami is 16-12-4. The last time they faced each other was last year in September, so this is when Messi was here. Miami won 3-2.
That's funny. That's what I'm leaning to.
For Miami?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get in the injury report. So, right here is KC. Chu is out. Johnny Russell's still out. But again, I don't think that's really stopped them so far. But they do have one questionable. Now, for Inter Miami, they have a lot out.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out.
Big names?
A lot of the same names as last
Yeah,
time.
a lot of the same names as last time. They did tie last week in Miami against Colorado. So, but Colorado has been putting out a decent report out so far this season. But again, there's still a lot of football left. So, I don't see Colorado getting better unless they can continue to show off that they can win against good teams. But Inter Miami, they do have a lot of people hurt. But again, Messi is back and will be playing, which did show that with Messi back, they can score goals.
How many has KC let in?
KC?
Yeah, can you bring up? Okay.
KC is 12, 10, 2. Miami is 16, 12, 4 for goal differentials. Well, you said your prediction, right, Lobo?
Nope, I'm changing it.
You're changing, okay.
So give me a second. Go to Jack's for.
I'll go first.
Or yourself, yeah.
I'm gonna say 2-1 KC.
I'm taking 2-1 Inter Miami.
All right.
So I was leaning 3-2 Miami. Wait, with the injuries, the switch was gonna be a 2-2 tie.
All right. Someone's getting points this week.
Yes.
Someone is getting points.
At least on that game.
Yeah. Someone is getting points this week from that game. All right. On to match number 6, we have third in the West, RSL, versus fourth in the East, Columbus Crew. The home team is RSL. The head-to-head record, RSL's 1, 2 draws, and 2 to Columbus. Win probability, RSL is at a 46%, 26% chance for a draw, and a 28% chance for Columbus. The goal differentials is pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
It is 11-8-3 for RSL and 10-7-3 for Columbus. Oh, and injury report. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Come on.
So,
It's okay. We'll forgive you this time.
RSL, the same people are out. One is questionable. I still see the questionable still playing. So, doesn't really change my opinion on the game.
How about Columbus?
Columbus, though, 2 is out, 2 is questionable. Names, I don't really
Same as last time.
But yeah, same as last time. Again,
Same as last time.
I think Columbus right now, their heads are into the CONCACAF Champions Cup. They're not really into the regular season right now.
That's kind of what I'm feeling as well.
I hate when teams do this where they focus more into a tournament that does not really matter other than you're facing against Liga MX teams. And honestly, the Liga MX teams are dominating right now. And right now they're going against Monterrey, which is one of the best teams in Liga other than Club America, as they won last year in their tournament, in their groups. And that in their league. Yeah, that's the word. I don't think Columbus should necessarily worry about the CONCACAF Cup because they're going against Monterrey.
But they are.
Yeah, and so, because again, they're doing all right so far in the regular season. They're not really putting a big wins, and so, so with that in mind, what do you think, guys?
I don't want to go this way, but I agree with you that Columbus is more worried on CONCACAF, or if not, at least distracted by it. Salt Lake 2-1.
Salt Lake 2-1.
Tough one.
I'm gonna go 1-0 RSL.
Okay, I can see both of that happening. Honestly, I do see Columbus scoring, but I do think it's gonna be close. I could see both of your answers happening, and that's what's hard for me to choose. RSL,
Cut it down the middle, 1-1 tie.
No.
No.
He's picking Salt Lake. Just he decided on the score.
No. We tied against Minnesota, who are still a good team. Last week, I think the only reason why we tied last week was because we probably maybe played a bad play or something like that into the last half. Again, I didn't watch it because we had WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
And so I didn't get to see what happened. I know we scored early on. We scored in the 26th minute, and we kept the lead all the way to the 86th minute when they scored. Against Columbus, I'm going to agree with Lobo and go 2-1 RSL. I was honestly thinking it was going to be 1-1 tie. That was my next guess I was going to do.
Yeah, my next guess would have been 1-1 tie.
I just think Columbus right now, they're more focused on the tournament, not the regular season. And so that's my biggest issue right now of Columbus. And so, but on to match number 7, I think this is going to be a really good match as we have first in the West, Vancouver Whitecaps versus second in the West, LA Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
The home team is Vancouver. The head-to-head record, Vancouver's 3, 1 draw, 1 to Galaxy. I'm going to get my prediction first because I already know. On the win probability, Vancouver a 46% chance, 24% chance draw, and a 30% chance for Galaxy. The goal differential for Vancouver is 14-6-8. Galaxy 14-11-3. I already know my prediction, but I'm going to give you guys the injury report. So we'll start with Vancouver, as they are the home team. Only 1 out.
Nice.
And then for LA Galaxy, is 2 out. So, but they look, LA Galaxy looks about like last week.
Yeah. Eric, whatever is new.
Yeah. I am guessing 2-1 Vancouver.
That's what I was going to go.
I'm going 2-1 Galaxy. Vancouver last to Salt Lake a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And Salt Lake,
Still a good team.
I'm not saying they're not. But
You said
Galaxy,
Vancouver, right? No, Jax? Okay.
yeah, Galaxy is in that level of Salt Lake. Like I said, Vancouver, Galaxy, and Salt Lake, the top 3. I think Vancouver will have a little tougher time. I think they can score for sure. 2-1. 2-1 Galaxy.
Why I'm saying Vancouver, because LA Galaxy lost to LAFC. I don't care if it's El Tráfico and it's a
That's what
rivalry.
lost me on LA Galaxy, or else I would have had Galaxy on
I
this.
saw Vancouver.
Even if they did win?
Goal differential, the Vancouver's been looking non-stop good.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they're 14-6-8, most teams can't really score against them. And so it's just Vancouver's on a hot streak, just being dominated in the West. Well, I guess not necessarily the West, but right now in the league.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for like New York Red Bulls and Philadelphia right now, like Vancouver would probably be the top team in the league. As I think Vancouver actually has the best goal differential in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, Miami. Oh wait, yeah they do. Yeah they do.
They've let in the less goals, but have scored one of the highest. Because Inter Miami has 16. I just think Vancouver is the force to be dealt with right now, and I do think LA Galaxy, they can come back and win. I do think that, but I just don't think that this is the game for LA Galaxy right now to do that against them. Now we'll get on to more of an easy match to predict. So we have match 8, the 14th in the West, the worst team other than New England. We had the San Jose Quakes versus 9th in the West, Colorado Rapids. The home team is San Jose. The head-to-head record is 2 to San Jose, 1 draw, and 2 to Colorado. Win probability, I think this is crazy, a 42% for San Jose.
Really?
Yep, 27% chance to draw, and a 31% chance for Colorado. The goal differential is fucking crazy. San Jose, 10, 17, -7. Colorado is 10, 12, -2. The injury report is looking like this. San Jose will start with first as they're the home team. They have 2 out and 4 questionable. Colorado, they have 4 out, 1 questionable. Looks about the same for Colorado injury wise.
Colorado hasn't changed much.
Yeah, Lawfulson is still out. I do know he does make a big difference for them, and so, but I don't think that's going to deter them away from a win against San Jose. But what are you guys thinking?
I'm gonna go 0-0 on this.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 0-0.
Okay.
I got 1-0 Colorado.
And that's my second pick.
I'm going to say 2-0 Colorado. I don't think San Jose is going to score, but I do think Colorado will score and equal out their goal differential here. And on the match number 9, like I talked about on the news portion, we have 6th in the East, Atlanta United versus 2nd in the East, our undefeated team, Philadelphia Union. Will this be the game that eliminates their undefeated season so far? Home team is Atlanta. Head-to-head record, Atlanta's 1 draw, 3 to Philadelphia. The win probability, Atlanta is at a 45% chance, which I think is crazy. 25% draw, and a 30% chance for Philadelphia. The goal differential, Atlanta is 10-5-5, Philadelphia 12-7-5. Now for our injury report, Atlanta is at the top. They have 3 out, about still the same as last week. Philadelphia, and past them. Right here. They have 3 out, 2 questionable. Don't really recognize it last week.
No, those are all new names.
Yeah. So, with that, I think this is going to be a 2-1 victory for Philly. You think, Jax?
I'm going to go 3-2 Philly.
3-2?
Mm-hmm. Lobo?
I have it as a tie. I'm just debating on the score. 1-1 tie.
I don't see this as a team Philly loses to.
That's why they're not going to lose. The tie.
No, the tie is still undefeated.
Uh-huh.
All right. On to match number 10. We have 11th in the West, St. Louis versus 8th in the West, Austin FC. So the home team is St. Louis. At a head-to-head record, St. Louis at a 2, 1 draw, 1 to Austin. Win probability, St. Louis at a 57% chance, 23% chance to draw, and a 20% chance for Austin. The goal differential, St. Louis is 11-11-0, and Austin 11-12-1. Pretty damn close. Now for the injury report, St. Louis, which should be right here, they only have 2 out, and Austin should be near the top. Austin also has 2 out. What do you guys think?
I'm going to go 2-1 Austin.
All right.
Yeah. For me, I think it'll be a 2-2 tie.
2-2 tie. I think it's also going to be a win for her team, and it's going to be 2-1 St. Louis.
Somebody's getting points, baby.
Yep.
No.
Almost said he said nuts.
Huevos. Oh, wait, no, nueces. Depends what were you trying to say.
No toques nada.
Nueces.
Nueces.
That means nueces. Anyways,
Cool. All right, so that concludes of our MLS news and predictions.
Sweet. Well, guys, Stay tuned here. We're gonna take a 5-minute break or so. We'll be right back. All right, stay tuned. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jokkerz Wildside Corner. We're gonna jump. We just finished our picks for footy with Clay. Let's jump into some wrestling.
Wrestling time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
I think I have them out. I think I have them out of order. Or I lost one of my shoes.
I was even gonna joke to you about how.
Yes. So this is the first one. The one way in the back.
You lied to me.
I put it. That was on me. I thought I did it correctly. Nope. All right, that'll be the first one. We're gonna start off with some reviewing or previewing SmackDown, which was a lot of it has happened already, but we're just gonna talk about what was scheduled really. Okay.
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes opens up the show with first appearance as a WWE Undisputed World Champion.
And from what I saw,
Yes,
it's
exactly.
cooking.
Yes, big time. He talked about what happened with The Rock on Monday, which we'll get to on Raw when we talk about it. He's here for it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And then announced earlier today, but he also said in the show, there's going to be two triple threat matches. Whoever wins from those will face next week in a one-on-one match for the number one contendership for the WWE Universal Championship.
See, one thing that I'm loving right now is Cody is like pushing the title. We went from Roman,
Never
defended
showing
it
up.
for 57 times total in his 1,600 something odd days,
Yes.
to Cody Rhodes literally being like,
I want it today.
"You guys want it? Come and get it."
He wants to smoke.
Yeah.
But regardless, those two triple threats are the first one, L.A. Knight, versus Bobby Lashley versus Santos Escobar. The second one is KO Kevin Owens versus Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles. And like I said, the winners of those will face next week to figure out the number one contender.
See, I already know what the second one is, but I'm not going to say what it is.
I know who both of
or
them
the
are.
first one is. I cannot pick who would be the second one.
Put it this way, I saw them both. I know who they won, so I'm not going to pick anything. It's not fair. I do want to spoil it a little bit, but no. We'll let that play out. The other thing is Bailey showing up after winning her women's title from EO. What's her name? Tiffany Stratton was also scheduled to show up. Naomi's also scheduled to show up. And then the Bloodline is likely to show up and talk about what happened at WrestleMania, specifically the Roman situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what was scheduled for SmackDown. For Rampage, which is also today, the matches scheduled was Cool Hang Ang, don't know who the hell that is, versus Sack Knight. Another one who I'm not 100% sure who that is.
Let me just pull up the pictures real quick.
But Cool Hand Ang has a smooth name. Definitely has a smooth name.
Ang?
Ang, like Airbender.
Cool Hand Ang.
Oh, Jesus, they definitely changed their names big time.
Okay.
Angel Parker, that's why they went Zack Knight, Z-A-K, Knight.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
Jesus, your fingers are fucked. What are you doing?
I don't even know. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
Yeah,
I didn't ask you.
I'm not too familiar with him, but okay. All right.
Okay.
I got Cool Hand Ang here.
He used to be Zack the Zodiac.
No. Have a mask?
No.
Okay, then that, no. The next match is one that you might like. Jay White from Bullet Club Gold versus Matt Sydal. I got Jay White there for sure.
Yep.
We got Orange Cassidy versus Alex Reynolds. Orange Cassidy should win that one unless his former best friend, now betrayer, can't remember his name, which comes in and interferes. And then we got Julian Hart defending her TBS championship in an open house match. Don't know what that is. Versus legit Layla Hirsch. I don't know if you will probably see an open house or house yourself.
Select matches involving the stables, such as title matches.
Okay.
House rules.
Okay, probably that. Cool. I have Julia Hart here winning then. And then for tomorrow, we have AW Collision. We only have 2 matches announced. Toni Storm versus AZM. Do not know who she is. Maybe that's an abbreviation. Most likely. What do you think was going to pop up, dude?
AZM or N?
M as in Mike. Oh. Never mind. I do know who she is. Little cutie. But I still have Toni Storm winning here. And then the other one would be a tag match with the Black Bull Combat Club.
Nice.
Brian Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli versus Don Callis Family, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Kyle Fletcher. Give me the Black Bull Combat Club on that.
Black Bull Combat Club's too hot to not.
Yes. Especially since all of them are back from Mexico. They had a little tour over there. They had good matches in CMLL. Showed respect for the luchadors and the lucha libre style out there. Now, let's go to what we said as we started about SmackDown. What happened on Raw this Monday?
Oh, man. Freaking The Rock coming out and having his whole spiel towards Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Very wholesome, if I may say.
It definitely showed us, like, he's not, like, he's a bad guy, but he... Is he?
Is he a bad guy? I definitely think that The Rock...
Clay is dying over here. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. We cannot share that.
Horrible.
I love it. That's why you're
It caught me off by surprise. So sorry.
Definitely send that to Sally. I think he'll like it.
So it was very wholesome. I definitely think Rock's actual personality is leaching out into this, in this promo specifically. And it's kind of like a good signaler that we're not going to have The Rock in wrestling for like at least a month or 2.
Yeah, he's definitely going back to Hollywood. At least that's what he said as well.
Yeah. And, you know, he's just going to keep working it. And... Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Did you already send it to him?
Oh, I'm sending it right now.
Okay. But with that, at the end of that promo with The Rock, he gives Cody something in his hand. Did not let anybody see. That's all everyone's. What the fuck did The Rock give Cody? I kind of want to know. I kind of think it's a Hall of Fame ring or something. I really want to know what it is.
It probably is. A lot of people are speculating that.
Yeah.
Sadly, was laughing.
That's why you were choking over there.
Yeah, it caught me by surprise. I didn't expect to see that.
No, but with that, the first match was NXT champion Ilya Dragunov versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This is Ilya's first match in Raw, maybe in a while or ever. I don't think I've ever seen him in Raw, but regardless, surprisingly, he wins. It was not a title fight, but great physical matches. One of the matches like we like to see for sure. Next, Judgment Day comes out to celebrate. Guess who shows up in between, thinking he's still part of Judgment Day?
R-Truth?
Yep. R-Truth shows up, and you
What
see
a comedy show,
dude. You see both Mommy and then Damian Priest look at the title, looking like, oh hell no, what the hell?
That was a pretty good sketch.
Yeah, I mean R-Truth is hilarious. Him trying to pin who the fuck did he try to pin at WrestleMania in the ladder match? That's the funny part. It's a fucking ladder match and he's trying to pin someone. He's trying to get tagged into
Damian Priest. No, the other one, not Damian.
Oh,
Priest.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Yeah. So he's trying to tag in to pin somebody in a ladder match where the belts are hanging up 20 feet in the air. That was great. Then a 6-man title match comes on. But before that, R-Truth says, oh, we have a tag team. You just can't see him. And everybody thinking it was his imaginary friend.
Mm-hmm.
So during the match, John Cena's music hits. So he runs out. They get a win. Very, very good. Very exciting.
This is imaginary friend. Can't see him.
This is little Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then another NXT star makes her debut or second appearance in a while. NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Why are you looking at me like that? Yes, my cheeks are red because I said Roxanne. 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 But she defeats former NXT champion Indy Hartwell in a very good match. Very excited for this. Very happy for this, as I'm a big fan of Perez. Then there's a tag team match between Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Imperium. Imperium still looks very weak right now. Sami Zayn and Chad get the win. Yeah, I have no idea what to say about that. They need to start pushing Imperium. Jade Cargill defeats Chelsea Green on her first match on a regular show. And then there's a number one contenders WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. I think it was an elimination match, a 4-way elimination. There was Jey Uso versus Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre versus Bronson Reed. Last man standing. Last two was Drew and Jay. And with a little bit of distraction, Jay gets a win. He is the new number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. With that, what is your thought on the show and what you thought? Any predictions coming out of this?
So I originally thought that Jay was going to go towards the heavyweight championship. Don't worry about that. And then they just ruined it for him. So I am glad that he's repursuing going back to doing the World Heavyweight.
Agreed. So I got a few predictions that I want to save till later. But with the World Heavyweight, because I did not write it down. Wait, did I? I don't remember. I'll remember. Not remind me. But what I do see here is Imperium seems like they're going to be struggling for a while.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Right as you said, Imperium lost their match. I'm like, okay, Imperium's going to be struggling for the next month or two, and they're probably going to start getting their turnaround around SummerSlam.
Possibly, yeah. I could see that happening.
Because it doesn't make sense to have, especially Gunta, to go from top of the world to rock bottom to top of the world.
Yeah, they're going to need a little build up. And also, Gunther surprisingly did not show up this week, if I remember correctly. So I think they might keep him off TV for a bit.
I think that's good for him.
Yeah.
Though.
And then after that, have him push to the main event. Like you said, for what I've been saying for months, he needs to be in the main event.
Yeah, and he He needs to, but I think it would be dumb to just rush him.
Agreed. The next show we're going to talk about is NXT's Tuesday night on the 9th. The show kicks off with Roxanne Perez talking about her victory in stand and delivery. Lyra Valkyrie interrupts. She's out. She's in the sling. She wants a rematch, but she can't complete. Natalia comes out, and then she gets an opportunity versus Roxanne.
Opportunity to attack, baby.
Yeah, for sure. There was some footage backstage of Sam Axiom and Nathan Frazier pleading to Ava, who's The Rock's daughter, to get a rematch for the tag titles, which she agrees to. More backstage segment with Chase U. I'm not a big fan of them, but anyway. Next, we have Kiana James and Izzy Dame defeating Kelani Jordan and Belen Hanley by pinfall. This is one of those matches that were 6 women's in NXT Stand and Deliver that I'm like, yeah, exactly. There was a backstage no quarter catch. I don't know what that is. Drew Gulak. So mine is Drew Gulak. So there's a little bit of a speculation that Drew Gulak, after Ronda Rousey just dropped a few comments that he was very inappropriate, he might be out of the company soon, as he's no longer in the catch crew. But there was backstage segment. Then Javon Evans defeats Scripps by pinfall. There's an interview with Ridge Holland, Kelly. How do you pronounce that? Kelly Kincaid, Joe Great Gacy.
I can't even see Kelly Kincaid on here. Oh yeah, okay. The first thing. Yeah, Kincaid.
And then also El Legado del Fantasma tag team, Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro come out. After that, we have that NXT Women's title match of Roxanne versus Natalia. Roxanne retains with some interference from Lola Vice. Sorry, she kicks Natalia in the leg as she's going into the ring, and causes a distraction enough for Roxanne to hit a move and get a pinfall. Yeah, I mean, and then after that, we had a little bit of segment with the match with D'Angelo family, which is Stax and Luca Cristofino defeat New Court Catch Crew. Salud. Obafemi talks about his stand and deliver North American match. There was more segments.
I maybe got one.
Jeez, dude. Whoops. Got stuck on there. Then Jay Parker defeats Braylon Reese by pinfall.
I love it.
That's the potential popcorn.
Okay.
I love it.
That's cool, but I kind of like my idea. We'll talk about it in entertainment. We'll talk about it.
I want to show you guys. I'm going to lose it.
I have something so bad to say.
Save it. There was more backstage segments. Then there was a rematch for the NXT Tag Team Champions of Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker.
I can't bark right now.
No, I bet not. But they went against Axiom and Nathan Frazier. When this match was re-announced that they were going to have a rematch, I knew that Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin were going to lose, as they did. Braun Breaker is going to SmackDown. I think Baron Corbin's going to go back to the main roster here after a few months in NXT. NXT Spring Break is confirmed for both April 23rd and April 30th. I think this is like a pay-per-view type style event for 2 nights.
Gotcha.
It's 2 weeks apart.
Lands on 2 Tuesdays.
Yeah, exactly. And then Trick Williams comes out to the ring, challenges Ilya Dragunov. Excuse me. But Dragunov says, if you lose, you're out of NXT. But guess who shows up at the end? Carmelo Hayes. I was wrong. I don't see him leaving NXT. The NXT does not want to let him go.
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
He also could be really big in NXT.
Exactly. He is a big name. I think when he does end up popping up in the main roster, he's going to do big things. This was a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. Next was AEW Dynamite. I want to go over everything, but Gotta talk about really what's the main focus that was on Dynamite. So remember a few months ago, or actually last year, when CM Punk was suspended. I can't remember his name. The footage, Jungle Boy and him had a fight backstage.
Yeah.
AEW after CM Punk's little segment where he like buried a lot of people in that situation. They decided to leak the footage of the fight live on AEW TV. Now, for clickbait and for everybody who tune in, that's very. I mean, it'll get people watching. That's what I'm saying. But the situation overall, I think it was mishandled badly. A lot of people are backfiring on it. A lot of people, like even in the arena, they didn't. When he came up, they were chanting CM Punk, not AEW, not Jungle Boy, not any of that. And also not the full footage was released. So I think this is a big misstep from AEW, showing this or showing it like they did. I think this is going to cost them, and I think this is starting to look a little bit more like the '90s WCW, where they did anything and everything to get a rating, get people to watch, and sometimes it's bullshit like this.
Yeah.
And I get it. You want to defend yourself somehow. In the video, it does look like they were having an argument, and CM Punk did the first shot for the first punch or whatever. But it does not put CM Punk in a good light.
Yeah.
But like we didn't know differently, right? Come on. I don't know why they did this besides to maybe there was illegal shit that if he talks they could do it. But it's not looking good for AEW. It's not looking good really for CM Punk, but I don't think people are caring as much as AEW thought it would.
No, I think CM is more in the world of WWE now, and
well, not only that is look, for all the burying I did of CM Punk, all the bashing I did, I really said he is one of the greatest in the mic and in the ring.
Yep.
If he could focus on that, perfect. And what has he shown in WWE? Exactly that. How long will he keep it up? I don't know. But right now he's looking like he's not leaning that way, at least right now.
Yeah.
For AEW, this is like I said, this is a big misstep I think on their part. So we're just gonna go over real quick what happens. There was a segment with Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland building up for their AEW World Championship match. Then there was an interview with Renee Paquette with Orange Cassidy after Trent Beretta betrayed them. Adam Copeland defends TNT Championship against Penta El Zero Miedo and retains his title. That was a good match. We got to go watch it. It seems like in Willow Nightingale ran. Brody King wants to challenge Adam Copeland for the title as he shows up after and gets a little whooping on there. There's another interview with Chris Jericho, Hook, and Shibata as they're going to be in a tag match later on tonight. There's another interview with Briscoe, Kingston, and Copeland after that. And then right after that was a footage release of what happened. Now, we already talked about it. Moving on. There's an interview with Bryan Danielson. Another promo. God damn, there's a lot of promo on this one. Shane Taylor promotion defeats Hook, Chris Jericho, and Shibata. Did not see that one coming. Oh, it's there was a misunderstanding as Hook lays out Chris Jericho and tells him to get out. I guess. Okay, so that might be a little rivalry building up there. Former tag partners to now not bitter, but
they've been doing that a lot though.
Yeah, they have. Another interview now with Dustin Rhodes, who will be in a championship match versus Samoa Joe. This is after last week's promo of him being unappreciated. So I guess if you bitch about it, you might get a title fight.
Crybaby moment.
Yeah. Now it's another crybaby Rhodes.
Well, this one's different.
Yes, agreed.
People don't care about this one.
I don't know. He has a lot of fans.
No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Hey, I hope you appreciate it. I want a WWE Universal Championship match. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Give this man a championship now.
No, yeah, right. I'll take that ass whooping for one night. Let's go. Then Okada defeats Christian Angelo. Not a big name. Okada after the match, he accepts Pac's challenge that he made out the week
Nice.
before. This is beautiful. Pac comes out to attack Okada. Young Bucks come for the save, and then FTR comes in as well. Great little segment, great match. Here we go. Next is Bang Bang Gang brags about backing up their talk, and Jay White asks the Guns to find him an opponent for Rampage, which is what we saw for preview for tonight. The campaign for Timeless Tony Storm, and sets up Thunder Rosa. She ends up beating her up in a like sneak attack. Mariah May defeats Anna Jay by pinfall. Yeah, there's some interference in that. Then Alex Marvez talks to Monet about Double or Nothing. Monet talks about Hartwell, about Willow Nightingale, and House of Black Rose with Julia Hart. So it looks like she's finally getting a little more involved in AEW after having one match and not showing up again. So, and then the main event with Samoa Joe versus Dusty Rhodes. Did we expect anything? Then Joe to retain.
Yeah.
No, but apparently this was a very good match. Yeah, so it looks like definitely they're building up a little bit of a Rhodes thing here, as he might get another title down the line. Title line.
All right.
For sure. With that, let's go into some wrestling news that are coming. Breaking news just came in earlier today. Excuse me. Vince McMahon is supposedly selling all his stocks from TKO, and looks like he will no longer be involved in any. I mean, he was already not involved, but now he had
complete
disconnect from WWE and TKO. I need to get paid quickly because I need to buy some stocks, the WWE stocks or TKO stocks. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because Vince built this.
Yeah.
And it's now for decisions they've made for whatever and what he's going through now. He is ousted. So that's
at least what I can see from the community, though, Triple H has been really turning the hearts and minds of everybody around. So good job for Triple H being able to do all that. From everything that I've seen, I think that it's a positive that what Triple H has been doing. Definitely sucks for Vince McMahon, but also don't allegedly do bad things.
Oops, missed. Yeah. So, I mean, this kind of sucks, but that's breaking news here. Other news, we got new World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest signs another year, which is multi-year deal with WWE, especially after winning the World Heavyweight Championships.
I can see Damian Priest doing a lot.
Yeah.
I can see him doing a lot too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in our predictions here before we get into entertainment, because I have some predictions about that specifically. Becky Lynch is also taking time off now from WWE, probably to rest and recover, and I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins is going to take some time off as well. So maybe they'll take some time off together, spend some time with their child at home. So good for her. Very much well deserved. Big debut at tonight's SmackDown. We did talk about the situation with the Bloodline then coming out and talking. So I'm going to do a little spoilers here. Fuck it. Solo Sikoa comes out and says they're going to be, forgot the word. They got to be accountable for their losses, right? So he hugs Jimmy.
I love you.
And then spikes him and then beats him up. But the debuting.
Gosh, sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
I felt like there was a bear.
It's a nut. It's a nut. And I get it.
I had a tickle in the back of my throat.
Drink some water, boy.
I had a drink. It is still tickled. Sorry,
Bring
go on.
Yeah. You guys are done? Talking about your throat tickling things?
Yes.
Tama Tonga from New Japan debuted tonight, joining Bloodline, specifically the quote-unquote new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, beating up Jimmy, and Heyman did not know what to do. Dude.
Heyman, yeah, just rolling around a little bit, utterly confused. I definitely saw a new tribal chief, but I did not expect it to be Solo.
No, I think we
or at least any contention from Solo.
Yeah, I think we saw The Rock taking that spot, but Jesus.
Yeah, with The Rock saying what he did, I was just like, well, there goes literally all of my ideas for Bloodline. And now with Solo taking the reins on this,
yeah,
I still have a similar direction of where we're going, but in the end, I don't know what's happening still.
agreed. But also, as they were all putting up the ones, Paul tried to call Roman, and Solo was not having that. He ended up taking his phone and breaking it. I am loving this. I am a little bit worried about Tama, as I'm sure he could control himself, but in New Japan, he was known to be that wild gun that he would just split out whatever was in his mouth, in his brain. So he would curse a lot. So I'm just worried about that with WWE. But they are getting a little edgier again, so they might let a few slide here and there. But yeah, I am super excited for this. We've been talking about months of him signing with WWE. I did not see him coming straight to SmackDown though. I saw him kind of going into NXT, but hey, joining the Bloodline.
Makes moves.
Yeah, Bloodline Civil War looks like it's gonna happen. It looks like Jimmy is out. Will he join Jay again? We will see.
Looking like it for me personally.
Agreed. But yeah, with that, there's also a lot of Samoan part of this family, of this bloodline, out in Independence and other companies that, if the timing is right, they might be able to get a big fight with all this coming.
Samoan Bash.
Yeah, Bloodline Samoan Bash. Love it. In Samoa. Ooh. No, there'll be riots. Whoever wins. With that, unfortunately, Natalia's contract is set to expire soon. No news if she has re-signed or is on the verge of re-signing. So, kind of sucks. She's been around for a long time. She has a lot of Guinness World Records for most WWE women's matches, most pay-per-views, all that stuff. So, she's been around for about, I want to say 16 years.
Okay.
So, maybe a little more. But yeah, hopefully she doesn't go, but she's also not prevalent on TV too much now. And also Hook, with his contract from AEW, Hook, with his contract coming up here in the end of this year or next year, or the beginning of next year, he is considered testing the market and see what his free agency would be. Nothing is confirmed, like he said. He's just considering it.
Yeah.
So
he's setting it out to set out before he sets out what he's setting out to do. Just say yes.
Okay. That was a mouthful.
A little bit.
That's all the big news we got on wrestling. Let's jump into some predictions. You have any predictions that might have popped up in your head right now? Because I know sometimes when we talk, we get some ideas.
So, I mean, Damian Priest, he's definitely going to be big in doing stuff, but in terms of what he's going to do, I don't necessarily know. I'm still on the side of the Judgment Day is going to dwindle, but I don't see it happening anytime soon, honestly.
I agree, especially with them putting the title on him. But you guys see a lot with him. I see it the other way. I'm not saying that he won't. I think him winning this title is not going to last long. I think he'll be a few defenses for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think Jay will not win. Unfortunately, he did win the number one contender for this. I don't think he will win this time around. I think he'll defend it a few more times, and then when eventually Gunther comes back, I think he's the man to take him out.
Ooh.
Ah, got you going, huh?
Damian Priest retains his title because interference. And then next time Jay faces off Damian, Jimmy's going to be with him and help interfere and
possibly win.
Yep.
Okay.
Or at least stop the interference from Judgment Day.
Okay, I see that. That's cool. That's another good idea there. I have another crazy one.
Okay.
With what The Rock said on Monday night, with him saying that whenever I get back to WWE after he's come back from Hollywood, I'm coming after Cody first, right? He said, I'm coming after you.
Title or no title?
Yes. I think Cody will still be champion. Cody will drop and lose to The Rock that title. And then The Rock and Roman will fight in the culmination of the Bloodline Civil War for the WWE Universal Championship, whenever that is, probably next year's WrestleMania.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. That is long storytelling, long-term storytelling. There you go. So that'd be cool. I kind of saw that. And then with the NXT Tag Championships being lost and Braun Breaker being officially done with NXT and officially on SmackDown, got me thinking, what would be Braun Breaker's first, like, not just big program, but title?
Intercontinental.
Wrong. I think he would take out Logan Paul.
Yeah?
I think Braun Breaker would destroy Logan, and then after that, the sky's the limit.
It would be a squash match.
The way WWE is building Logan, I don't think so. But I think Braun Breaker would definitely destroy most of them in that match. Or at least make him look like he was not ready for Braun Breaker.
Yeah, no, see, that's where I'm thinking is it's going to be an absolute squash. Braun Breaker is going to just absolutely bulldoze Logan Paul and then show Logan Paul that he might be out of his league on this. And there are people that are bigger than him.
Agreed. Definitely I can see that. We also get an idea with Samoa Joe facing off with Swerve Strickland. I think this is where Samoa Joe will and needs to drop the title. Swerve Strickland is too hot to go by again. And I think Swerve Strickland will be defending the title very often. I think he will give Dustin Rhodes, his brother, another title shot. I do see Adam Page coming back to AEW on TV and also fighting Swerve to finish off their rivalry.
I think that would be nice.
Yeah, as each one has a win, that him coming back to defending, going after the title against Swerve, that'll be a great way to finish their story there. I also got a little thing with the Bucks. I think they're gonna lose to FTR in the finals of the tag team tournament, and FTR is gonna win the next world title. I mean, the world tag team titles.
Gotcha.
For the like third or fourth time. So, but yeah, do you have any other ones that popped up?
Nah, I don't have much else.
Well, I got one more that I'm just gonna say real quick. It's about the Bloodline. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of other members of the actual Bloodline from the Anunnaki and all that out there, and they're in wrestling.
Yeah.
Which there's a possibility of them all joining up and having all this cluster. I think Tama Tonga is going to be one of the next big names off of that besides Solo and Jay.
Yeah.
I think Tama Tonga, if he's done right, it's
definitely new. It's time for new blood in
WWE.
In WWE.
Yeah. With a lot of people possibly leaving, like Drew may be out. Seth, still nothing is confirmed for him.
Sammy or Sheamus, I can see going out.
Yeah, Sheamus is still not back.
Just anybody, and I don't like to necessarily say this, but anybody over the age of 45, like you're at the end of your life here.
Yeah, AJ Styles saying he's almost out. Rey Mysterio's almost out. Roman is gonna be out for a while. The Rock is gonna be out. They're gonna need some power. And I think Tama Tonga, not right away, but I think he's possibility to be the next one up or one of the next ones up. Just like they're building Dom as the next big bad.
Yeah.
You're right there?
Yeah, my head's just itchy again.
Alrighty. With that, I think we're out of predictions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a quick 5-minute break because I need to go use the men's room. And then we'll be back with our last segment of the day of entertainment. So, all right. We'll be right back, guys. Hey everybody, welcome back to Jokkerz Wildside. Sorry about that. We just really had to take a break, or I needed to take a break. But we just finished our predictions for some pro wrestling storylines. Next, entertainment, guys.
Fun times.
What you got first?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
I got a little bit.
You want to go over your little bit before I go over my a lot?
Yeah, I'll just spout off some stuff real quick. There's a new scary movie in the works right now. I didn't read into how far into production it is, if they're still in the writing stage, into filming, producing, what have you. One thing that has me a little bit upset, and it's a little bit hot news right now, is the Avatar: The Last Avatar: The Last Airbender animated movie. And the working title is Aang: The Last Airbender. The problem that I'm having with this right here is in the TV show, we had a complete resolution of everything that happened. So where are they going to state this movie? Is it going to be... It can't be before because he's, with other airbenders and whatnot. And unless they ram all 4 seasons into one, that doesn't make sense to me. The only thing that makes a logical sense for me going forward is him living the rest of his life just doing random things until he passes away and then passes the Avatar state to Korra. That is the only thing I can see this happening. Bugs me a little bit. Just because I don't feel like it's a movie that needs to happen. Another fun thing, Chris Farley biopic in the works, and Paul Walker Hauser is going to be the man playing Chris Farley. I know that you originally were excited about that.
Chris Farley's a funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Really funny guy, for sure.
And then my last bit of information, Interstellar is to re-release in theaters in 70mm film and IMAX for the 10th anniversary. So pretty crazy that it's already been 10 years.
Yep, I'm gonna go see it for my millionth time.
Uh-huh.
Never watched it. Not my type of movie.
Yeah, it is not your type of movie,
No.
but it is one of my favorite all-time movies.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It is. It is top 5 for me.
Like, you may only like action movies. I like storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do enjoy some storytelling, but
It's very slow.
yeah,
It's very slow.
yeah, that I'll be like 10 minutes and I'm like,
For you, it'd be really
Mhm.
slow.
Yes.
For me, honestly, I think it is a perfect pace. That is.
I rewatched it and I
I
cried
think
the
it's bad.
entire movie.
I don't think it's slow now.
No. The
But
first
for
time I
you-
watched it, I was
For
just
you,
like...
it's like for you, it'd be like dreading. It's like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
when does this end? It
Someone-
feels like it's 6 hours.
someone shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I probably won't watch it.
yeah.
2000.
No, not for you.
No,
not for you.
not for you.
But
I do
I
have
do think it's a very amazing movie.
nice. I do have one piece of news that came in right before we went live.
Yes, sir.
We got for anime lovers, especially the ones that like the fighting ones. We got Baki Hanma, and it's gonna be. Well, they announced that Baki Hanma versus Kanja Ashura crossover is in the works. So hopefully, like you just talked about, I'm an action guy. That's all action. Those are all fighting.
Yeah.
I am excited for this. And anybody that likes that style of anime, I hope it does come out to fruition because I'm excited about that.
I'm excited for you.
Hell yeah. Anyway, that's all I had really for entertainment today.
No, hey, at least you brought something. So
Right.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Or at least, yeah, it's something that you're excited for.
Right.
So, but is that all the news that you got?
That is everything I have. You have like double what I do.
I've like tripled.
Jeez. Let's go.
So, on to the first one, because a lot of news, entertainment-wise, would probably come out. Why I have so much is because CinemaCon just happened, or at least is ending. And CinemaCon is very huge within the movie / TV show, just cinema industry. Like, if you are making movies or whatever, this is the convention you need to go to if you want to get your movie some attention type thing.
Gotcha.
So, like, it's very important. Like, Paramount announced a fuck ton of shit. So, but yeah. So
Paramount making moves.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The first one I have, Now You See Me 3, is reportedly set to begin filming on May 31st.
Yes.
I am personally very excited for it, as I love the other two movies.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I love
Mm-hmm.
magic and I love movies.
Mm-hmm.
Put it together with some funny actors, I think is great.
Oh, yeah.
And so
It is.
Yeah. Very excited for that one. The other one, a little bit of sad news. The Game of Thrones Jon Snow spin-off series is no longer in active development at HBO, confirmed by Kit Harington, who is the actor who plays Jon Snow. A little bit of sad because they've been making this / talking about it for years, and so a little bit of sad news, but all well and done. Hopefully they come back and make it.
Yeah, because I mean, from just the sounds of it, is they already had everything ready, and then they were starting to piece together, and they went, never mind.
Yeah. And then we talked about this, I believe, last Friday. The Star Wars Outlaw video game, the story trailer was going to be released, which it did, which we'll be reacting to sometime. But other news, the Star Wars Outlaws leak suggests that August 30th will be the release date for the video game. So pretty exciting. So that should be coming out this year. Another exciting news. A live action Monopoly movie will be produced by Margot Robbie.
Okay.
I think this is stupid. Like, why are you making Sims? Why are you making Monopoly? It makes no fucking sense. But
the trend right now is let's do video game movies, and it worked for some things. The Sims, Monopoly, not it.
But like Monopoly, the board game, like, what are you gonna do?
What is it? Just going to be somebody just that's just any like investment in whatever financial advice movie, like.
Yeah, I don't get
You're just gonna have a big old guy with a big old mustache and top hat, and
for sure.
I got have a race car.
Agreed. I'm not excited about that either. But I got a little bit of wrestling news just happened in New Japan. John Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, has won the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. First person to ever hold that. AEW and WWE World Champion. So congrats to him. Breaking news. Literally just popped out.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, sorry. Back to you guys.
A little bit of news. It's a movie called Highlander. I've never heard of it before, but I am excited for it because I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. Henry Cavill confirms that he's already started training for this movie. As he's quoted saying, "If you think you've seen me do sword work before," talking about The Witcher, he says, "You haven't seen anything yet." Very excited for that. As I'm a giant Henry Cavill fan, and so pretty excited.
Yeah, Highlander was a pretty good movie back in the day. It is very much loved by a lot of people. So this might be really good.
Yeah. Speaking of action movies, again, as Lobo, Jax, and I were all big action movie fans. There is going to be a spin-off movie in the John Wick universe called Ballerina. That'll be coming out. This film is set between the third and fourth movie of John Wick, and Keanu Reeves will return as John Wick as I'm assuming as a cameo in the movie.
Yeah, I can't see him taking control of the movie because you're saying it's taking place in between 3 and 4. And there's not a lot of time that happens between those.
I haven't seen 4 yet, but again, I'm still not quite sure on how they're going to involve him within this movie, because I know in 3rd he is trying to escape everything and not die.
Yeah,
so like, how are you going to integrate John Wick within the Ballerina? Like, that's where I'm confused about. It's other than as a cameo.
It's the next layer of Secret Society, so it's probably my expectation of it would be John comes to get help and they supply John. That is like the most that I can think of. Or like she goes to him to get advice and get help with something. I don't see him being in
maybe getting help for like a mission type of thing.
I don't see him having more than 30 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. But
I don't think that he should have more than 30 minutes.
I can see of him being as the Halle Berry character in the second one, I think, right? It was the second one?
Second or third one.
Where she has the two dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
I can see about that, but not really much. Like a little bit of help and then sends her on her way type of thing. Like how Halle Berry did for Keanu Reeves. All right. Some more
freaking sucks in a way.
Some more news from CinemaCon. New info about the Michael Jackson biopic was revealed after a trailer was shown at CinemaCon. So this movie will be, in quote, extremely long, feature 30 plus Michael songs, will cover everything from birth to death, and Jafar Jackson, who I'm assuming is the actor that's going to be playing as Michael, is said to look indistinguishable from Michael Jackson. This movie will be in theaters April 18th, 2025.
Yeah, you look pretty freaking close.
Yeah.
Also, to roll back to Sadler's thing, I definitely would love to have a Siege movie.
Yeah, I would love that. I'm not quite sure if they should do it as an animation, as they've already been doing it, as their lore for the games every season like they do, or as a live action, but
I can see it being both. Preferably, I would like just to have the video game characters with the voice actors for those characters actually having a whole like story mission and everything happening. I feel like I mean, they already have everything laid out. They have all the physics and animation and whatever, and it wouldn't be that hard to do a Siege movie.
yeah.
If they were to do a live action, I could think of a few names of who could play who, but
No, if anything, I think they should continue to do the animation, but instead of doing little pieces for the new seasons, is do a whole fucking movie. Or make it a TV show. Yeah. Make it a drama suspense TV show.
And the characters don't even have to live either.
Yeah, and then you can get your voice actors and whatnot and bring them in. So then it sounds right and also looks right. And still makes sense within the lore of Tom Clancy and their lore that Ubisoft wants to do with them.
Yeah.
Because I think the story is still interesting, but it would be very difficult on making something like that because, like, the story is so far this story kind of ends with the new operator that's out, Demos. Because the whole the past few seasons he's been hinting at Demos on him trying to come kill Rainbow, and everyone's like, oh, well, is this gonna happen? Are they gonna actually kill the operators? But now Demos is in the game, so I don't know exactly what they would do anyways, but would be interesting. Other news that's coming from CinemaCon. The next Super Mario Bros. Movie will hit theaters April 2026. So we got a couple years before the new one comes out, but still exciting. Not sure exactly what they would do in that movie, but some other...
You said you didn't see the first one.
I still haven't seen the first one.
I can kind of see what they could do, but I also get it to where you're coming from. It's... yeah.
Yeah. Another news that I'm not truly excited about.
I think this is gonna be trash.
I think this is a stupid move, as Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover film is officially happening.
Bull.
So, did you watch the most recent Transformers movie? So it ends with the main character ending up in a G.I. Joe facility because he's looking for a job. And they're like, you saved the world, so let's give you a job. I like G.I. Joe. I liked older Transformers. Them together doesn't make sense to me.
No, I don't see how this works.
I don't either, other than G.I. Joe is just basically super soldiers, and what are you going to do? Just have Transformers and G.I. Joe teamed together to defeat the Decepticons. I mean, we already did have some like military influence from the first two movies, and then they kind of like dropped off of that, and there's like, okay, let's just grab a random ass civilian and put him with them. So it would be a very big, exactly. Shia LaBeouf is the best in those movies.
Agreed.
And Megan Fox as well.
Yeah.
That was the last time she was good.
But yeah, I think this is a stupid move to combine these two type of movies.
I can see it being very action oriented, with just a lot of destruction.
Yeah, like I said when you brought this up, I kind of feel like there was a much better way to do it, like Transformers and Gundam. Yeah, that would have been perfect.
That makes sense. Plus, I think that could work.
Yeah, this is just why
it feels weird.
Yeah, maybe it just feels forced.
Yeah.
I think it's a dumb move. Now a thing I'm excited for, as I know they're also not this company, but I know they're making a video game about this. But Paramount is developing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, The Last Ronin from Walter Hamada. This film will be rated R, which will be really exciting. I know the comic book for this is super dark, and I'm super excited for it. But I know they were making a video game about this comic book as well, and it's also supposed to be super dark. Well, I'm super excited for this. I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, and so
as am I. And I did read a little bit of those comics, and I want to say about halfway through that series. Very dark. I enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure the movie and the game will be just as good if they keep to the source.
If they keep to the source, yes. Yeah, it'd be great. Other things from Paramount. A new Star Trek film that takes place decades before the 2009 film is in development. Toby Haynes and Seth Grahame-Smith will write and direct, respectively. J.J. Abrams produces through Bad Robot. So the Star Trek from 2009, that was the one with Chris Pine as Captain Kirk. That was when J.J. Abrams directed and produced it. And so, but it looks like they will keep J.J. Abrams as a producer.
All right.
Attempting to get his input and whatnot. Explosion! Well, because I do like those films. I thought they were good Star Trek films.
So that was actually my initiation into Star Trek, actually.
Me too.
So I'm personally a big fan of this.
Me too.
The one with Chris, what's his name?
Chris Pine.
Yes, that's one of my introduction. I did see a little bit of the shows, but I didn't care about them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hopefully they look good.
I'm super excited for this. Like, I'm excited. Hopefully it comes out soon. Not like, but give it a few years. Make it good. But not 5 years. Bring it soon.
Yeah, if anything, why even tease it if it's going to take 5 years?
Yeah. But some more news from CinemaCon. So we got some Marvel news. We got some release dates from some upcoming Marvel movies that I know I'm excited for, and some other people. The Fantastic Four will be coming out July 25th, 2025.
Nice.
I'm super excited for that. The Thunderbolts movie will be coming out May 5th, 2025. And then the new Captain America movie will be coming out February 14th, 2025. Big year for Marvel next year for some big upcoming movies.
Hell yeah.
And the thing from Captain America was that the role Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who was portrayed by William Hurt, who sadly passed away in 2022. He played in Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame. He's been technically recast with Harrison Ford, and will be portraying in Captain America: New World. The way I see it going is going to be leading up into that the world of Hulk movies, because Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, he is actually Red Hulk. He turns into Red Hulk.
Gotcha.
And is super powerful. But he's also a reason why Thunderbolt is happening, which is why I'm probably curious on why they are making this movie first. Is probably because he creates the group Thunderbolts. So pretty exciting.
I really, really want Marvel to be good again, just because I really enjoyed watching all the Marvel movies. Yeah. And now when we're getting pushed up, it's just a lot of heart garbage. So I'm hoping that it's good. It seems like they're going into the good direction. We've been in that low slope where they're explaining everything. Now it's time for movement.
Yeah, I think this is where they're going to start building up stuff, because they're going to be going into a lot of different universes, is what I'm assuming, because we're building up for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Secret Wars is huge. If anyone who hasn't read it, it is the biggest thing in Marvel ever. They have to build up 2 universes: the universe that we know, and the Ultimate Universe. As they collide and fight each other,
it's gonna be crazy.
They need to build this correctly, and for it to be good. But I'm super excited for it. But other than that, some news: Dave Patel, he's reportedly in talks to join the cast of Gareth Edwards' Jurassic World with Scarlett Johansson. Hopefully they make these good.
The last few ones have been an absolute disappointment to me. Yeah. I don't want to bash on these movies, as I have already bashed enough on them in the past.
Don't care about them. Enough said.
I know Lobo and I, we've seen this movie, but David O. Russell is reportedly in talks to direct a reboot of Get Smart for Warner Brothers.
All right.
The Get Smart movie stars Steve Carell. It's like a parody spy movie. Like if you took James Bond and turned it into a parody type thing, it's really funny. I'm not gonna say it's an amazing movie, but it is good. But it's really funny. So I'm excited for this. Some news I found while you guys were talking about some WWE stuff and wrestling. Todd Howard discusses possibility of Elder Scrolls TV adaptation after Fallout.
I'm for it. I am very much for it. I want to see dragons. I want to see all this. I've only watched an episode and a half of the Fallout TV show. I'm absolutely in love. If they do it anything like Skyrim or anything, if they do Skyrim anything like how they did the Fallout show, completely different universes and whatnot, it could be really good.
Oh yeah,
it could be really freaking good.
Yes, it can.
So yeah, big hype for that. That picture terrifies me.
What is that? Elder Scrolls? Yeah.
It's not from Elder Scrolls.
What is that from?
The Never-Ending Story. You never seen Never-Ending Story?
I think I did, because it looks familiar. It's a long, dragon looking.
Yeah.
Okay, I did.
Yeah. So, other news, the Never-Ending Story is to be revived as a new live-action film series. Yes, that's what it says.
Not Siri, go. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
That picture terrifies me, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the dragon, but I feel like it starts with an A. I feel like it's Aslan also. Like the lion.
No. I don't know, but I don't remember. It's been a very long time since
I've seen it. Eeyore or something like that.
No, I don't think so. But
now it's gonna bug me.
Yeah, super. But yeah, that is all the news I got.
Sweet.
Like I said,
Falcor.
Oh yeah.
Falcor.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like I said, it's tripled, quadrupled the news that you had.
Yeah. I do have one final wrestling story.
I need a drink.
That we did mention. We did mention briefly as Sheamus returning to SmackDown. What they were saying is they aired a promo that he'll be returning to SmackDown to TV soon. April 15th, which is this Monday on Raw, it looks like Sheamus will be returning to action.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, excited about that. Any more news, guys?
Nah.
Not Clay. I think we're out of pretty much everything, right?
Yeah, that's everything for me. Like I said, I had a bunch of entertainment news.
Yes, you did. started blasting them off, but that's fine. Well, I'm out as well, so guys, remember to take everything we say with a grain of salt. We're three jokers, three doofuses who just like to talk about stuff we love, which is sports, pro wrestling, and entertainment. If you get offended or don't like what we gotta say, move along. Hopefully, there's something better for you to do or watch. Also, remember to be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for the problems you don't have, as it could always be a million times worse. If you don't believe me, look at the news, really. All over the world. Also, for everybody out there, we all go through it. I go through it. I know you guys go through it, through the ups and downs of life. If you're feeling that way, reach out to somebody, reach out to a friend, a family, reach out. There's lines out there. Reach out to us, either here in the comments or in our socials on Facebook on J Wildside, Instagram and X on Jokkerz Wildside. But like I said, if you're going through anything mentally, physically, emotionally, or
metaphysically,
thank you. Reach out to someone. Remember, you are loved and we care. You are not alone. We also feel that way sometimes. It's part of life sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but regardless, remember, we love you. And I've been Lobo.
I've been Jax.
I've been Clay.
And this was Jokkerz Wildside Corner.
See ya.